A battle in the East. The Orioles and the Yankees from Yankee Stadium. A look at Hiroki Kuroda. We'll see him bring his stuff to the mound as we get ready to go. 2K Sports and Major League Baseball welcomes you. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. As he gets into this Baltimore lineup, Steve, strategy-wise?
With Hiroki Kuroda on the mound, you know you're getting a competitor. A guy who goes right at the hitters, and he's got an exceptional slider for his put-away pitch.
Here's the lineup for the Orioles. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, you got to love Jim Thome, one of the great guys in the game of baseball. And 600 home runs means he's a pretty darn good player in the game of baseball, too. Don't be surprised if the pitcher makes a mistake, it doesn't end up a souvenir.
And now Nate McLeod. He'll be receiving the first pitch of the game as we get set for baseball. It's hit foul by McLeod. Foul! 0-1, Kuroda kicks and delivers. And with 2 strikes on him now, McLeod needs to protect the strike zone.
And with 2 strikes on him, I'm guessing we're going to see a fastball here, just try to finish him off.
Tried to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1-2.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
The 1-2 on its way. You're out. Strike 3. McLeod is gone without a swing.
It's the best pitch in baseball. The fastball down and away. If you can master that, you can be successful. He's successful.
And the Yankees in the field. Here's a look at their defense. Highlights, John, from these fielders?
Well, Ichiro Suzuki, and look, outfielders aren't known for their great arms anymore. They're more about offensive players, so they just stick out there. Ichiro Suzuki's a different animal. This guy keeps runners from going first to third with that cannon-like arm, and the most exciting play in baseball, the sacrifice fly. If he catches it in right field, pretty good chance there's going to be a play at the plate.
Here's the delivery. Pitch taken for a strike by Hardy.
You know, it always seems like young teams struggle when they go on the road. And for the Orioles in 2011, that was part of the story. They just couldn't find road wins.
That is a strike. Hardy now lean out over that plate to protect. And with the young pitching staff for the Orioles, the road games, it really showed up. The worst ERA on the road in the majors, John.
Yeah, Baltimore's record on the year would end up being 30-51 when they had to travel. And that mark was good for third to last in the entire majors, just not getting it done.
That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it.
Well, his slider's his put-away pitch on a 1-2 count. He tends to go with it.
1-2 pitch coming. And J.J. Hardy comes up empty with that swing. Strike 3 will set him down.
Very little movement on this pitch at 93 miles per hour, courtesy of K-Cam.
I think the pitcher had him fooled on this one all the way through, John. He wasn't expecting that outside corner delivery.
Well, he just pulled the string on that pitch, and that's good stuff right there.
And Chris Davis to bat. Third career at bat, so 1 for 2 against Hiroki Kuroda. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. And Davis will take that low. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slider just off the black that time. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive. That's foul towards first. And this is popped up on the left side. And that's the half inning as Chavez makes the play. And they're held in check here in this half inning. And the Yankees getting ready to start this one off. And Chris Tillman gets ready to do the tossing. He's starting the game for Baltimore. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Yankees lineup?
Well, against a lineup like this, even though you've got a good right-hander on the mound, he's got a chance to have some damage done. He has to believe in damage control. Give up one run, but don't give up a crooked number.
Swung on, liner to right. Now let's take a look at the Yankees offense. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, Mark Teixeira might be one of the best pure cripple hitters in the game of baseball. You can pitch to him, he'll chase pitches, but if you make a mistake, it'll be a souvenir.
Now we'll show you how the Orioles are lined up around the field. Infield, outfield factors in this one, John?
Adam Jones, a converted infielder, hasn't lost a step. He made that transition to the outfield. Still learning the nuances of playing outfield on an everyday basis in the big leagues, but he's a gifted athlete. Big, strong, athletic, very quick, great throwing arm. Adam Jones has a chance to be one of the top outfielders for a long, long time.
It's that bat underway. 1-0 after that first pitch missed.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
He's got Ichiro to swing. Strike one. He carries a 365 lifetime average off the Orioles. Good time to call for that changeup. 1-2.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
This is a swing hit in the air. And that's going to be a base hit for Ichiro. He'll hold there at second base, crediting with a double.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Strike one to Rodriguez.
You got the hitter down in a hole. You know he struggles with sliders when he's behind in the count. You got to throw him the slider.
Catcher can't control it. He makes contact, line drive. And he gets through as Rodriguez drives in the run. And Ichiro comes across to score. And he's aboard. And got there with a 2-run single. A couple of RBIs on that swing. Let's see what that does for their win expectancy grade. And here's Robinson Cano. And with the lead, this lineup looks as he swings, hits a ball to right field. One away.
Now just got fooled a little bit at the plate. Got underneath it. Lofts just a routine fly to the right field.
Mark Teixeira is at the plate.
Like most years, the Yankees entered 2011 as an odds-on favorite to win the pennant. And they played like it during the regular season, racking up the best record in the American League.
And that great season the Yankees had made the postseason disappointment even more so. You got Cano, Teixeira, Granderson, and 3 of the top 4 RBI men in the AL, John.
Yeah, and they fell short in the first round of the playoffs. Despite outscoring Detroit 28-17 in the series, the Tigers clawed out some very close games and won the series in 5. It was a hard loss for the Yankees to swallow.
Able to set him down there, chalk that one up as a strikeout for him. And Swisher settles in. His career batting average, 400 against Chris Tillman. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Oh, look at that big 12-6 breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch for any hitter to stay back on. Out in front, swinging early.
So they can't make the play.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and he came out of his hand wrong, and the ball.
There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. And the throw beats that runner. He is out at first.
Gary was really going for it there, but the catcher's able to get a handle on it, give it over to first base in time. If he doesn't get it there, who knows what it might lead to.
Outstanding. Scoring, that's always a blessing. They get it going here. The Yankees lead 2-0. Big bats ready to make an appearance. And it's Adam Jones in the batter's box. There's a strike from Kuroda. Now 0-1.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
Here's the pitch. Line drive fouled off towards first. Big swing and a miss for Adam Jones. That'll send him back. Strike 3.
Well, just a great sequence of pitches. 3 good choices by the pitcher and the catcher, and he finishes them off quickly.
All pitchers love that. Those are short at-bats. You get it done in a hurry. It's going to be Wieters.
Boy, a long time ago, remember when the O's and Yanks used to square off at the top of the division? Well, it's been a while since then, but the fans still kind of battle each other in this series.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Ichiro will field as he gets to it for the out. Certainly the unbalanced schedule that has these teams in every division playing each other 18 or 19 times has made it really tough for the Orioles to go against that Eastern Division, and that has faded that Yankee rivalry, John.
And last year, an example of that yet again, as the Yankees were able to take 13 of the 18 meetings between them and the O's. Kind of punctuates the difference between the top and the bottom of the AL East.
Kuroda with a delivery. And that's a strike. Tomei's going to have to hit with a little less of a cut here.
Well, the location is not where he wanted it, but because of the break, it got the hitter to be a little tardy on it and swing through it.
Tomei will foul that one away. The slider swung on and missed, struck him out, side gone. And so Hiroki Kuroda gets him 1-2-3. He's off to a commanding start. And the Yankees, it'll be their turn coming up. We got the bottom 3 in the lineup due up. And it's Curtis Granderson now to lead it off. Now this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
Well, guys, his two-seam fastball has gotten hit twice already.
And that pitch is the only pitch that anybody has hit here. But, hey.
Puts the bat on that one. Davis is there. That's one down. And it's Russell Martin. His career batting average .309 off Baltimore. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Well, that two-seam fastball down and away. It's awfully tough to center that ball and make solid contact. That time he couldn't even make any contact.
Good eye by Russell Martin. Stays away, and it's even.
But you want to start this pitch outside. The curveball is better when it's away from the hitter to break out of the zone, but it never had a chance of being a strike.
Missed with the fastball outside, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss by Martin. That'll knot the count up. That swung on and flied to right. 2 retired here. And here's Eric Chavez. He's hit .284 lifetime against the Orioles. That's off the plate away, 1-0. On the way. Fastball just misses and he falls behind, 2-0. Swung and a ground ball to third. Throws on to first. Side is retired. It goes quickly for Chris Tillman. 1-2-3. After the 2 runs allowed in the first, he's doing what he needs to pitch deep into the. So dealing with the heat, part of the game plan this afternoon, I guess. And it's Mark Reynolds now to lead it off. 6-year player. That one's going to be wide. Kuroda missing with it.
Trying to get the ground ball out. You throw that 2-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
I think he lost the feel on that slider, and it's 2-0. On the way. Swings and misses at that fastball. Now it's 2-1.
Well, that's just one of those the pitcher says, here it comes, try to hit it. Fastball hitter, he wanted that pitch. He just didn't quite come up with the swing.
That's hit foul by Reynolds. Foul! And Mike Reynolds is a strikeout victim. No contact on that pitch.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Machado in the batter's box. Now Martin positions himself. There's a strike from Kuroda. Now 0-1. Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2.
This pitcher being very aggressive throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get on the chase.
The pitch. Fastball got him 2 down.
Well, he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
Andino takes his place in the batter's box.
They knew Kuroda had this in him, and he has delivered. He's gone above and beyond.
These at-bats, how's he starting them? Let's take a look.
Well, we tell pitchers all the time, work ahead in the count. It changes the at-bat, and proof here, 0-1 count, and he's gotten 5 guys out today.
Can't catch up with that swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. Can't get him to chase the fastball. Low, 1-2.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but two, it sets up his other pitches.
And that one is hit well. Swisher's there. That one's grabbed. Side retired. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. Last couple of hours, maybe even before the game started, it's been pretty comfortable weather, partly cloudy. And Derek Jeter up. He's our first batter, home half of the third inning. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
You know, with an 0-1 count, we usually see him go with the heater. Sometimes he goes against grain, but I think you have to go with the trend.
The pitch. That swung on, hit on the ground. And Hardy picks it up. That's one away.
Oh, Gary, he's pitching well right now. And that's 7 straight that he's retired. He is really locked in.
One out with Ichiro up.
When you have to wonder what was going on with Ichiro last year. First time in his career that he didn't hit 300.
Lined hard down the left field line. And that one is in there. His second hit today. He's going to try and test him here. We're talking about Ichiro's numbers last season. 272. A lot of players would take that for any year in their career. But for him, that's just not good enough.
Well, he's been such a model of consistency. We had grown to expect 200 hits a year, a 300-plus batting average, and he just didn't do it in 2011. But I don't think he's slowing down. I think he just got in a little bit of a rut.
Line fair down the line and right. And that gets down. That should bring Ichiro home. And Ichiro comes in. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
So Robinson Cano thinking RBI. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it. Now it's 2 down. And he looks that runner back to second base.
Now this ball hit toward the wall. You see the right fielder backpedaling. You don't recommend that because your head bounces around and you can fall, but still able to make the catch.
Mark Teixeira gets to swing now, 2 away. That one is fouled off by Teixeira. Here's the delivery. Teixeira fouling off another one. Big swing and a miss for Teixeira. Strike 3. He's out of there. So they score once on 2 hits. 1 man left. Yankees working. For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. And now Nate McLeod. 0 for 1 thus far. Strike 1. Kuroda gets him swinging.
Well, they haven't scored or gotten a hit, and we're in the 4th inning right now, and they've got to really reconsider their approach at the plate as we move through the lineup the second time around.
And with 2 strikes on him now, McLeod needs to protect the strike zone. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Well, so far in this one, he's gone to that power curve more so than he usually does with that pitch.
You know, guys, I was hoping that he used the splitter more frequently. It's one where the hitter looks at it, thinks it's a fastball, and then it bottoms out. He needs a more diverse approach to get the hitters off that pitch.
Here's the pitch. Good splitter that time, but it's called a ball 1-2.
Well, the thing you tell yourself as a hitter is you want to get a good pitch to hit. That right there was a tough pitch to hit, but it was such a tantalizing pitch. It's tough to lay off of as well. Good job by the hitter.
McLeod isn't fooled by that pitch, and the count is evened up. It's hit foul by McLeod. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
And J.J. Hardy digs in. There's 1 down.
Well, after a disappointing one-year stay in Minnesota, J.J. Hardy really picked it up offensively last year for the Baltimore Orioles, harkening back to his days in Milwaukee.
There's a strike from Kuroda. Now 0-1. And adding to what we were talking about with J.J. Hardy, the 30 home runs he put up was a career high, and he played a great shortstop.
Boy, guys, when you put a team together to get that kind of production out of a shortstop, boy, that makes general managers very happy.
That is a strike. Hardy now lean out over that plate to protect. Now, so much has been working for this man on the mound today. Effective using the pitches that are outside the strike zone. He has been fooling hitters.
Well, he's really locked in right now. Got the hitters off balance, forcing the hitters to swing at pitches outside of the zone, expanding that strike zone.
Unpredictability. That's the toughest thing on any hitter. When you can't guess with the pitcher and you can't guess location, that makes it so difficult.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those 2 fastballs.
John thought timing that time just didn't seem to be there in the at-bat.
Well, and a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
And Chris Davis to bat. The career batting average for him, .242 against the Yankees. The first pitch. Lays off a called strike of the knees, 0-1. We have seen a great pitching performance on the mound and a tremendous use of that strike zone that's been on display here.
I really like what we've seen from him. He moved the ball up and down, in and out, changing the eye level of the hitters.
And you got to do that. I mean, you think about his strategy, and his success today is a testament to how important it is to mix up your location.
Throws to first, side is retired. Perfect through 4, and he is dealing.
Well, he's done everything you want out of a starting pitcher. He set the tone early and keeps it going now.
So the shutout's still underway here at Yankee Stadium. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters on their way to the plate. Nick Swisher struck out swinging last time. Pitch on the way. Has him out in front as he swings and misses, strike 1. The career average, .275 off the Orioles. Nick Swisher with a good eye lays off that one, and it's even.
You know, they've got to be happy with the way Tillman's pitched.
Now, guys, let's check out the numbers here on balls thrown outside that strike zone and see how he's been doing on the mound to get the batters to go after those pitches.
Well, it's been a really nice job on the mound for him so far, getting a lot of strikeouts because he's getting pitches on the edges of the plate, and the hitters just can't seem to catch up.
Well, and the great thing about watching this performance.
Swung on, mashed by Swisher. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. 1 out, Curtis Granderson at the plate.
Although not as potent a force in the postseason as he was in the regular season, Curtis Granderson still a consistent force for the Yankees in their brief run.
And he starts him out. That's on the outside corner for a strike. Talking about the postseason for Granderson, .250 average in that series against the Tigers, but that's really a lot of limited playing time in that bat, John.
Yeah, and he had some RBIs and a home run for him, too. He did as much as any other Yankee. They didn't have it easy having to face Justin Verlander a couple times.
1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike, 1-2.
Well, clearly the pitcher's in control right here. This guy really struggles on the fastball when he's behind in the count, so look for the heat.
There's a ground ball. And picked up by Reynolds. And he steps on first. That's the second out. And a shot here. Russell Martin, 2 down. How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
Well, what does an 0-1 count do for you? Well, in this game, it does a lot. He's gotten 7 hitters out in this game when he's gone 0-1 in the count. So first pitch strikes mean a lot.
On the way. Foul! And he swings and hits this one foul. And it's 0-2. Martin's going to have to cut down on his swing here.
Oh, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him, he's coming at you with the fastball.
You're out. And Russell Martin goes down swinging. He's out of there. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Yankees 3, Baltimore nothing. So Adam Jones leading it off. And he was struck out swinging earlier in his first at bat of the game against Kuroda.
Boy, he did not look good against that splitter with 2 strikes. You got to believe he's going to be more aggressive early in the count to avoid seeing that splitter again.
Well, so far in this one, it has been his bread and butter pitch. Each and every time he shows it to a hitter, they have no idea what to do with it. You got to keep going with it until something changes.
A swing and a foul off to the right side. Here's the pitch. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. One away now. One more sent back to the bench, and in the 5th. What a trend.
You know, Gary, you look at it second time through the lineup, you think they might be able to make some adjustments, but not yet.
And so with 1 down, we'll see Matt Wieters.
Well, everyone in Baltimore and around baseball seemed to be waiting on that day when Matt Wieters' potential would turn into production. Last year, 2011, he did just that. A great season for the catcher.
That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1. Talk about Wieters, who came in with all of that promotion before he ever played a game. Really think he's just starting to scratch the surface of his hitting ability.
Well, you know, it's so funny. It was so unfair to him, all of the comparisons to Johnny Bench and everybody else. But this young guy is really growing and developing as a player. A great defender, and now the bat's coming as well.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out. Still, no one has been able to reach base, and we're in the 5th.
You know, I love watching him this next time through the lineup. The adjustments he's making, the hitters just can't figure them out.
And it's Jim Thome in the box now. Lifetime, he's picked up no hits, 3 at-bats off Hiroki Kuroda. Hit hard down the right field side. And Swisher puts that away to retire the side. Well, you don't want to say anything too early, but through 5, folks, there ain't anything up there.
And you know, it's second time through the lineup. They're not making any adjustments. You wonder if he can keep this going.
And it's Eric Chavez now. And look now at the pitch type distribution. One of the hallmarks of being effective is mixing up your pitches.
I'm a big fan of the 12-6 curveball, but he's going with it a little bit more than what he should. That can get you in a lot of trouble, not only from the arm standpoint, but from overexposure.
Well, I'd really love to see him use that changeup more. And, you know, we've seen it in the past from him, but to be able to change speeds and get hitters to get off balance a little bit in the zone.
Foul! It's fouled away. And Chavez swings and misses, strike 3.
Well, that one's as straight as a string. Just registered 91 on the gun.
2 straight fastballs. He still couldn't catch up with it.
Well, the pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K. You know he's throwing gas out there.
Derek Jeter will stand in with 1 away.
You'd be remiss to watch Derek Jeter play and not talk about the unbelievable accomplishment he had last season. 3,000th hit of his career, a home run.
And the first pitch. Hit in the dirt. And picked up by Reynolds. And he steps on first. That's the second out. And Ichiro stands in, 2 down. How's he been getting strikes? Let's take a look at his approach today.
Well, it's not an easy thing to do to keep the ball down, down, down consistently, but that's what he's done to have all his success in this one.
Well, quality strike after quality strike. The ball down in the zones where the hitters hit the top of the ball.
Wieters calling the pitch. Watches a curve in there for strike one.
That's a great pitch right there. That 12-6 downer curveball on the outside corner. Not much he could do with that one.
Swung on line to right center field. And in there, 3-for-3 ball game. And that'll bring up Alex Rodriguez.
Well, he's having himself a day right here in this one. 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far.
Doubled homer run in his last at bat.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base.
He's running, heading for second. And he is out trying to take second. No runs, 1 hit. And it's Mark Reynolds now to lead it off. Well, a moment here to look at the quality strikes this pitcher's been throwing here today. Boy, he has thrown a ton of them. Quality pitches, quality strikes. That's the kind of performance we're seeing.
When you're pitching as well as he has, you got the confidence factor on your side. We've seen him stay out of the middle of the plate, and that's important.
Well, their plan coming into this game to attack this lineup is really paying off right now. They can't seem to do anything with him.
Ball. And the pitch from Kuroda, too high for a ball.
Look here, as we move through the middle part of this ball game right now, they just cannot mount any offense at all. No hits. And I'll tell you what, this pitcher is just shutting them down.
Waves at a fastball on that 1-1 pitch. Strike 2.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
And he just can't get that swing going. Mark Reynolds strikes out.
That slider started at him and broke down and in into the strike zone. Just locked up the hitter.
Machado is the batter. One chance so far. He's got an 0 for 1. Trying to get the hit here off Kuroda.
Well, he just blew that 4-seam fastball by him the last time up. You've got to think he's going to try to go there again, elevating his eyes.
Well, he's looking for that pitch when he gets 2 strikes now. Already 4 guys have struggled and struck out against that pitch.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes a fastball, strike 2.
Now 1-2 is a pitcher's count, so there's no reason to give him a good pitch to hit right here.
The 1-2 pitch. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
And it's fouled away. Foul! Splitter misses, and it's full, 3-2.
Well, what a great pitch right there to set the hitter up. Keeps that ball down in the strike zone. Just close enough to let the hitter think of it, but just down enough to where if he swung, he couldn't do anything with it.
Drilled towards third. On to first, 2 away. I'll tell you something, Steve. He keeps pitching like this, the murmurs are going to start.
Well, you can hear the chatter in the stands right now. People starting to recognize a lot of zeros up on that scoreboard.
And Dino takes his place in the batter's box. A career .237 hitter off the Yankees. That's a good pitch from Kuroda. It's in there for a strike. Here it comes. Tried to get him to go after the slider. 1-1. And he looks at the slider in there, and it's 1-2 now.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Swung on, popped way up to shallow right. And Cano. And that's going to do it in this half inning.
Has gone through the order twice now and been in complete control of every at-bat. It's going to be interesting to see what it looks like third time around.
It's Alex Rodriguez to lead it off. Going to take a brief moment here to check out the breakdown on this pitcher's pitch types that have turned into hits today. John, Steve, your thoughts?
Well, guys, looking at his four-seam fastball, that pitch has been hit 3 times over the course of the game.
You know, with the hits he's gotten off that pitch you mentioned, John, it's not how he wanted to have this play out. He hasn't been shelled by any means, but he certainly has turned in better performances in the past than this one.
It's hit foul by Rodriguez. And he strikes out Rodriguez, swing and a miss.
K-Cam shows 83 miles per hour and a very straight pitch. Well, they went soft with 2 strikes. They go to the changeup, completely fooling the hitter. Struck him out.
What away. Let's get a look at Robinson Cano.
Well, a shortened postseason for the Yankees, not what they expected, but Robinson Cano did his part, including a massive 6 RBI outburst in one of the games against the...
Hit in the air to left center. McLeod will field. And he gets over to take care of it.
Well, he hit this one well, but it hangs up long enough to give the left fielder just enough time to run underneath and make the catch.
Mark Teixeira gets to swing now, 2 away. His career batting average, 400 against Chris Tillman. Strike 1 to Teixeira.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
He delivers. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Teixeira now will cut that swing down.
Well, it's so tough to hit a good breaking ball when you swing that hard, but that's what he did. Look at how he almost fell to the ground.
This one swung on, hit down the line and right. That's caught. Side is retired. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Yankees 3, Baltimore nothing. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And now Nate McLeod. He'll lead off the 7th inning. First pitch on the way. Foul! It's hit foul by McLeod. That's a strike, and Kuroda takes the count to 0-2.
Well, I don't know about you, Gary, but when I look up the board under that H column, the hits column, I see a big goose egg there. So clearly, we're getting into exciting territory right now.
Ball. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, that 2-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
Strike 3, got him. Wow. One away, 7th inning. His chances keep growing.
Well, they have chances. They've still got some chances to try to win this game and break up this perfect game.
And it's J.J. Hardy at the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. Kuroda with the delivery. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. No hits for him in the ball game. He has struck out twice against Kuroda.
A rough time putting the bat on that two-seam fastball, and if I'm the pitcher, I've got to go right back there again until he proves he can hit it.
Leaves that one alone. Hardy shows patience, evens it up. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
One and two.
Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike 2.
Well, his sliders is put away pitch on a 1-2 count. He tends to go with it.
The 1-2 on its way. Gets him on strikes, and away he goes to the bench just like everybody else.
I don't know about you, Gary. I'm getting that feeling we're got a chance to see something special here today.
Davis into the batter's box. 0 for 2 thus far. Now Martin positions himself. Strike 1. Kuroda gets him swinging.
Now that he's ahead in the count here, Gary, I'm looking for him to go to the curveball and try to punch him out.
And Davis lets it go outside for a ball.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. Oh, what a piece of fielding by Granderson to come up with that one.
Now as you get deeper into the game, he's got to be thinking to himself, a perfect game is within.
Nick Swisher. He's going to get things started off for us here after the 7th inning stretch.
Foul ball!
Hit foul by Swisher. Here's the pitch. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. Here's the delivery. Leaves one up, but gets away with it. 1-2.
Well, climbing the ladder on him right there, he just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
You're out.
Strike 3, swung on and missed. Nick Swisher, no luck. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the...
That ball swung on and hit. Jones to field it. This one towards Hardy. 2 away.
Got him off balance, got him out front a little bit. Easy pop out to the shortstop.
And a shot here, Russell Martin, 2 down. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Taps this one foul to the right. Here's the pitch. And that's another foul ball.
Foul!
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. Up next, Orioles. Cleanup batter due up next. And here's Adam Jones. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. Now the first pitch. That's too low. Kuroda missing.
No runs, no hits. Deep into this ball game, Gary, and obviously he is pitching a gem of a game.
Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right.
Ball.
And here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1.
Well, he's over the 80 pitch mark right now at this point in the game. And you know that pitching coach is keeping a close eye on him to see if he tires.
Two-one pitch. A smash between short and third. And Chavez pulls it in.
Now, Gary, I'm starting to like his chances here right now. He's got great rhythm out there. Seems like he gets it out, gets right back out there, and wants to start attacking this lineup. He looks good.
It's going to be Wieters. Last time up, flew out.
0-1.
Strike one. Kuroda gets him swinging.
Well, he threw him that slider right there. Got him to swing a little bit early. Got to be a little more patient with that pitch.
The pitch.
Foul ball.
It's fouled off. And
1-2.
Wieters lets it go for a ball. It's inside.
That curveball inside right there. Pretty good pitch, but if he leaves it over the plate, he's going to get hurt.
Got him. 2 down. 8th inning. Now he is just 4 outs away from a piece of baseball immortality.
Well, look at him walking back to the dugout, shaking his head. He has baffled this lineup the entire game right now. They just can't seem to find a hole and put the ball in play.
2 outs standing in. Jim Thome. 0 for 2 thus far. The first pitch. Kuroda fools him on that one.
That's a huge swing right there. He was looking for a fastball, but just couldn't quite catch up to it. Great pitch.
And he leaves that pitch alone. Jim Thome, with patience, evens the count. This one's bounced up the middle. Jeter plays that one. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning.
Well, he's gone through 8 right now. Got an inning ahead of him. 3.
And it's Eric Chavez now. He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th inning. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Pulls that one off, and it's high. Ball 1. That one is swung and a miss by Chavez, and it'll even it up. One on the way. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, Gary, he's a very aggressive hitter on a 1-2 count. He's going to swing at that borderline pitch, so I'm going to try to expand the strike zone right here.
1-2 pitch coming. And he leaves that one alone. Eric Chavez showing patience, even count.
At 2-2, he's just looking to spoil. He's going to be defensive, but he's going up there hacking. Let's see if we can get him to chase the pitch out of the zone.
2-2 pitch. Fastball in there, called third strike. 1 out.
This is the effective use of the fastball. You can move it around the zone and hit your spots. They go down and in right there. Looks like the hitter was thinking away. Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Grounded out his last time up. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Hardy picks it up. That retires Jeter. Ichiro's at the plate. He had a single in his last time up. Ball! Sinker just missed. 1-0.
That's a good spot to miss with that thing, just off the corner.
Pitch, a sinker in there. 1-1.
You throw the sinker ball to get the ground ball out. He got the called strike right there. If they swing, he's going to get his share of ground balls.
Ball!
Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. Yankees 3, Baltimore nothing. And Mark Reynolds. He'll start the ninth. And the first pitch. Strike one. Kuroda gets him swinging.
Gary, in the ninth inning, has not given up a hit in this one, so we may be looking at some history for him personally and for his club.
He deals. This one has popped up to the left side out of play. Pitch on the way. Struck him out. That's going to be the first out of the inning, and there are 2 to go for perfection.
Now he's got to be feeling the excitement now, Gary. Not too many pitchers have ever come this close to a perfect game in their careers.
Machado in the box now. Grounded out his last time through. And here's the first one. Fastball in there. 0-1. Takes one off the plate to even the count at 1.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Strike
1-1 pitch. Sharp breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swung, ground ball to short. Jeter plays that one. And a good throw gets him 2 down. He is now just 1 out away from perfection.
Gary, you can feel the energy in the crowd right now. Everybody knows what could possibly happen here. 1 out away. We're witnessing history.
And Dino takes his place in the batter's box. He popped out his last time. Fastball in there for a called strike. Kuroda with a delivery. Swung on grounder. This might be it. He's out, and there it is. He did it, a perfect game.
One of the hardest feats to accomplish in baseball or in sports in general. An unbelievable effort, perfect stuff on a perfect day. Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
As we check out the highlight reel of our player of the game, Hiroki Kuroda. What a performance on the mound.
Well, you know, they don't call it a perfect game for nothing. This is something that this young man will remember for the rest of his life. And everyone who's here has to have a feeling that they just witnessed some sort of history. And I know, never playing in one in my career, a perfect game, I'm thankful I got to see this one.
And we witnessed a pitcher who has put himself in the record book, an incredible perfect game.
I mean, you see